we're going to be at a park not too far from where we live. We're going to give it a shot, see what we can come up with. I mean, it's a park in the middle of, you know, in the city. I'm sure it's been hit before, but it's the first time that I've been here before, so we'll give it a try and, you know, see what we can come up with, right? Okay, so I detected a target here. Reading up in the 34 and 33 range. Down at about 4 inches. Let's dig this one up and see what it is. Today, as you can see, I'm using my knife. There we go, I got a signal right here. You can see what looks like a little bit of green soil down there. I'm gonna dig out some more of this dirt. I'm gonna go deep. You hear that? Sounds like I hit a rock. Yes, indeed, I did. That's a big rock. There you go. Oh, still in the hole. Oh, I hope that's not it. Look at that. Oops. Got a nice zipper. Oh, no, definitely not. Look, I can definitely see something green right there. So there you go. Look at that. Looks like a squished large penny. But this one's really green. Check it out. Look at that. Whoop. I only stopped dropping it. Huh. Yep. There's a big mark in it. It's got like a lump in it from where it was hit. Maybe hit with a, I don't know if I hit with a lawnmower, but it's definitely been hit with something. Well, let's see if we can get a date off of this. I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to get a date off it until we get it back home and, oh, hold on. No, I can actually see the front of it. Huh. I can actually see, and believe it or not, I don't need my magnifying glass, which is right here in my shirt. I don't need my glasses, but I'm pretty sure it's 19, looks like 1919. And it looks like I scratched it a bit, right there.
So I'm detecting a target here, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's coming in little pieces. There's a piece there, this is a piece, but I think it's parts of a watch, at least this one. See what else I can dig out of there. So it was a piece of a watch, but because of where the holes take me, not all that interested in digging it out.
Okay, so on this one, it didn't sound like a really great target, so I didn't turn the camera on. But sometimes when they're not really great target, you still dig them. I was only down at 4 inches, so it's at that layer that we were getting older things, so I decided to dig it. I ended up getting this little shield, so a little tiny shield. And I think, yeah, it says CAA School Safety Patrol. It says patrolman on there. So I wonder how old that is. I mean, it's made of aluminum, so it might be from the 50s, 60s, or 70s. But still, pretty cool little pin. So every now and then, when you're digging, you know, the odd target that you don't want to dig, ends up being something pretty cool. So I guess you could just dig it all, but I'm not one to dig everything. I mean, I dig a lot of stuff, but I'm not gonna dig everything. Everything means that, you know, thousands of objects in this park. My time is precious. I'm not digging everything. I'll just dig some stuff, and lo and behold. All right, so I have a target here down at about 5 inches. Here, I'll let you give it a listen. From a 38 to a 41. Pretty solid. say, it's not as easy digging with these little trowels as it is digging with a big shovel, or not a big shovel, but my old shovel. And I tend to do a decent job with these trowels, but I do a better hole with the big shovels, believe it or not. But yeah, look at that, I got a big, wow. So yeah, I get this big tree root coming right through the middle. Well, it's not super big. I can probably cut it with my knife. But first I'll see if it's actually close by where I don't have to do any more digging. Right there, that's probably about 2 inches away from the tree root, down just a little bit below it. So okay, let's see if we can get this one out. Oh, kidding me? Well, this is a typical, it's a womp womp womp, but it sounded like a good target. But look at that. It's a piece of aluminum. And that was down at about 5 inches, so that sounded really good. Here, I'll let you give it a listen. But you see how these things will fool you. Hear that? That really sounds good. So, oh well. Every now and then you get skunked even thinking it's a really great target. What can you do? It's called metal detecting, right? Okay, so this is a first contact. This is down at 3 inches, so, you know, when you're doing this and you don't actually film everything that you do, I mean, a 3-inch target, you know, you're really iffy if it's going to be something old, especially when you get to a fresh location like this. So you don't tend to turn the camera on. But anyways, I should have, because this one ended up being an Indian head. Very green though, I could barely tell what it was. But after scratching it a bit, I actually can make out some detail. I can see the little crown, and I can see the 1 cent, so it's an Indian head. I'm not going to be able to tell you what date it is until I actually maybe take a toothpick to it a little bit later. But that's a good target. I mean, we've literally been here for, I think it was a 30-second swing, and I pretty much got this signal. So you know what that means. The rest of the time that we're here, we're not going to get one damn thing. It's called the, you know, the curse, right? So that's cool. An Indian head, I'll take the Indian head first up. So hopefully we can find some more stuff. So this is target number 2. This one's reading up a, I'll let you give it a listen. It's reading up a 34, 35, down at about 4 inches. The coins that seem to be green today seem to be giving a funny signal. I mean, this one sounds like a, strangely enough, it sounds green. I don't know if any of you out there use the Explorer or use the E-Track can atone to this, but whenever these coins are super green, they give you a certain tone. And that's what I'm getting with this one. I'm getting that green sound. So, and that's the oxidization of the copper itself. So whatever's in the ground here is really making them oxidize, and it must be this area, because the last park we were at was the same thing. They were really green. So this one sounds like a green piece of copper. Might have it here in my hand. Or not. Weird. Wow, look at that. Whatever I got. A little tiny piece of something. It's making the pinpointer go off, that's for sure. Huh. So it's actually 2 targets. Whatever I can see green, and it looks like it's a bigger copper, but I'm going to show you. Let's look. This little piece of whatever this is making this pinpointer go off. So, huh. Must be a little tiny piece of iron, but lo and behold, look at that. But right in this little clump of dirt, I can see. There it is. Look at that. Yeah, it's a large penny. Huh. It's going to be a tough one to get the date off of this thing, that's for sure. Look at that. No, I don't think it's about looking. I think it's so green, I'll have to do some really heavy rubbing. Well, this might be token. Might be a token and not a large penny. I don't know, kind of looks large penny-ish to me. Large penny-ish, token-ish. I don't know, I can't tell when it's this green. But it's very thin, so normally large pennies aren't as thin as this. But, I don't know, man. This is gonna be a real tough one. I'll try rubbing it on my trusty shorts. Well, I wouldn't really call it a slick brick, but we'll have to get it cleaned up and show you what it is later because it's really, really green and I can't see much detail at all. But another large penny, so that's good. So far, an Indian head and a large penny. So it's good. That means the older coins haven't been hunted out of this place yet. So it's kind of good. Awesome. Okay, so we're trying to determine what this thing is because I saw some different writing on there, so I decided to put the camera back on and see if we can identify it. And with her hawk eyes, she'd probably be able to identify it better than I can, even with my magnifying glasses stuck in my shirt. What do you think?
Well, it definitely has a date of 1860.
So it says 1860.
And it almost looks like it says T-I-M-E above that. And that looks like an N.
So this is going to be a different one because I mean, I don't know if I'm even familiar with this type of token. But what do you see?
It's say on time, 1860. Untime.
So as it turns out, we just pulled it up on the internet, and it's a French coin from
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg. So Luxembourg French coin. It's kind of sweet. It's my first one. I haven't found one of these before, so you know it's very rare for me to pull out a coin that I haven't seen because I've dug up a lot of coins in my 17 years of metal detecting. So when I find one that I'm not familiar with, that really excites me. It's almost like well, it's a first find. Woohoo! I'll have to do my happy dance, which I'm not going to do. Should I do it?
Yeah, I want to see your happy dance.
I'm not doing no happy dance. Anyway, that was about as happy as you're going to see. Woohoo! I got a new coin! Yeah! How much? No, I'm not going to put that in there anyway.
That's why I'm putting them up. This is Judy McFarlane Leclerc coming live to you from her latest hole, where I know I've got a large cent. Here it is. I saw it! I got it! There it is. So it's all caked in dirt, but it's green and it's large and it's my first one today. So I'm happy. I was a little bummed out because Dawn was finding all the good stuff. Here's a George. Facing that one.
Okay, so can you see a year on it?
Yep.
Yeah?
1904.
Oh, sweet. Wow, it's almost a Vicky. 3 years old, 3 years off from being a Vicky.
She would have been 01?
Yeah, well, one was the last year for the Vicky penny, Vicky large cents.
I thought it was a 1.
Well?
I'd know better in the light. It's a 4.
Okay, so it's a 4. So it's not a George. Remember, we made this mistake once before. It would be a between 1901 and 1910. It would be a.
Edward?
You got it. It's an Edward, right? It's okay. I mean, the more
Edward.
yeah, it's Edward. the more you dig these things, the more you remember which kings are on it, right?
Yeah.
But because they look so similar, the king on there with the crown looks very similar to George. I mean, their busts are pretty much they're not identical, but they're darn close.
Well, you think that Edward would look older if he's the last one before George, right?
Yeah, but they were brothers,
Okay.
right? So, cool. Nice one.
Yep.
You got a large penny.
Edward.
Good one there. Good find.
Da-da-da,
Yay.
da-da-da.
Okay, this target that I've detected is hitting up as a 34, going up to 36, but it's pretty much staying at 34, down at 4.5, 5 inches. This is going to be our last target we're digging up before we go have some lunch. I'm getting hungry. Anyways, let's get this one dug up. That's pretty much right there. Well, that looks like a piece of iron, so that's not it. Oh, there you go. These things are so camouflaged. I barely saw that in the dirt down there. But it's another large penny, super green though. Another large, super green, large penny.
Square-headed nail.
Oh, shit, you got a square-headed nail. And I got a large penny. Sweet. Well, it looks like I can see something on it. Oh, it's got a chip out of it too. Yeah, it's got a nice little chip right there. Huh, it's like another, this will be 2 for me today, 1919. 1919, with a big chip out of it. Cool. So this is how we do it when the wife comes along. PB&J. And some grapes, and some apples, and some drinks. Cucumber and some drinks. So far we're doing okay here. Okay? It's a really large park, and these points being down at about 3-4 inches. Just imagine how many of them have been found already from other metal detectors out here. But there's still some left behind. Right? So wish us luck after lunch. Thank you, by the way. Yum, yum, yum.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this target was down at about 6 inches, and I just flipped over the plug, and I'm going to pull it out with you watching. So let's see what this is. I'll show you where it's located. It's pretty deep. It's about 7 inches right there. Oh, there it is right there. Right there in the plug. Let's pop it out. I don't think it's not a large penny, but it's definitely green. And behold, another green penny. This park really has an issue with this green thing. It's got green disease. Looks like just a Georgie. Yeah. It's 1939. Okay, so this one I got to apologize for. This is another one of these. You never expect to pull out a large penny when it doesn't sound like a good signal. You don't put the camera on, but like, I'm sticking the pinpointer in this hole, and can you hear that? There's just tons of crap in this hole. A lot of it looks like hot rock. Okay, so then after I got it out of the hole, I ended up with that. Another green large penny. Totally unexpected. So, I can see how this one was missed in the past because it didn't sound like a great signal, but you know, I dug it anyways, and lo and behold, large penny. So that's kind of cool. I see a king on there, so it's after 1901. Just don't know what kind of king. Might be King Edward. That's King George. But the other side's so toasty, I have to show you on a close-up because I'm not going to get any detail out of this thing at the moment anyways, like most of them here today. But, alright, kind of sweet. Alright, so it just started raining, and I figured I would dig this one up in a hurry and not turn the camera on. But anyways, now the camera's on, so I'll show you what I got. I got another large penny. It was down at about 6 inches, and of course it's another real green one. So, oops, sorry, there to that. There it is there. Oops, sorry about that, there it is there. Another green large penny. Boy. Grant really does a number on these things here. Again, I'll probably not be able to get a real date off of this until a little bit later when I clean it up. But yeah, it's a nasty one. There you go, another one. Crazy. A little rubbing. Can't make up very much on it, so I'll have to show you a little bit later. There you go, large penny. Sweet. Well, here we are again. I dug up this one already. I flipped the plug out, and you can pretty much see it sitting on the plug. It was pretty much just under the sand, right in the plug. It's raining again still, so I'm not doing too much filming. I mean, my camera's waterproof, but I'm not, so I don't want to stand out in the rain too much. So anyhow, I got another large penny. So yeah, that's number 6 out of here today. So there it is. Green is all heck. Seems to be a theme with this place. I call this the Green Park. But yeah, it's a chewed up one. Wow, super chewed up. Good luck in getting anything off of this one. I have to get a, we'll definitely have to get a toothpick for this. But there you go. I'm gonna maybe stick it a little while longer, and hopefully the rain lets up. You know what? Just got another large penny. There seems to be still quite a lot of large pennies. Even though they're green, they're still old coins. So I'm willing to dig them up. I'm having fun. So, on to the next one.